Hi, and welcome to this quick mini gentle yoga class. My name is Jennifer Haywood, and I'm just going to lead you through a short yoga class. So, to start, just find your comfortable seated position and just draw your attention inside, trying to let go of your day. Tune into your breath. Feel the expansion of the torso on the inhale and then release on the exhale. Start to just slow down the breath. Find that fuller, deeper, full body breaths. Just softening the grip of the mind. Anytime your mind gets distracted, just gently bring it back to your breath. Taking one more of these full body breaths. When you're complete, why don't you come onto your back, hug your knees into your chest. You can stay right here, hugging them in, or if you want, rocking side to side. Another option is to circle the knees and roll around on your lower back. If you're circling your knees around, go in the other direction. Finding your last circle, ending with your knees hugged into your chest. And we'll take a few uppy puppies. As you inhale, reach both heels up to the ceiling, both arms up and over your head. Exhale, hug the knees into your chest. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back to your center. Your legs don't have to straighten. Just find the length on that inhale. Ending with your knees hugging into your chest. And then you can plant your feet hips width apart on your mat. And let's take some snow angel arms. Bringing the arms out to the side and up and over your head. So as you inhale, opening. And then as you exhale, we're going to bring our arms up to the ceiling, forward and back down by our hips. So just find that sinking movement with the breath. Opening and releasing the shoulders. Exhale, bring the arms back by your hips. We're going to add some movement in the pelvis as well. So just kind of connecting the upper and the lower. So as you inhale, press into that tailbone, creating space in your lower back. As you exhale, press that space away and bring the arms down. So inhale, creating space, finding that tiny little arch. As you exhale, pressing the arch away. Now we're going to add the legs. As we inhale, our knees will open out to the side, soles of the feet together. Finding a little bit of arch underneath that lower back. As you exhale, bring the knees together, pressing the arch away. Just taking that with your own breath speed. Expanding on the inhale, and then feel that belly support and those inner thighs as you bring the legs back together. One more. And then you can bring your arms out to the side, just in a nice, comfortable T. And we'll start with some knee drops side to side. So letting the knees fall over to one side on that exhale. As you inhale, draw the knees up to the ceiling. Exhale over to the other side. You can let the head roll side to side, either with the knees or in opposition to the knees. If this feels too slow, you can just find any speed of your legs dropping into that little twist side to side that is working for you in this moment. The next time you finish with the knees over to the left, you can just draw the knees back up to the ceiling. And we're going to add some arms. So finding those arms out in a T, the palms can be facing up to the ceiling. You're going to start by drawing the left arm, dragging it across your chest, rolling onto your side, and then stretching that arm as much as you want. And you can also bring your forehead to your mat. Rolling back, same thing. Bending the elbow, opening. Bending the elbow, rolling onto your other side. Reaching the arm, rolling onto your forehead. Finding any breath that is serving you. Rolling on, you can roll and release that neck. Find that side to side, just getting that knee drop and the upper body moving together. finishing with your last one, with your knees over to the left. And then rolling back onto your back. Taking a deep breath. Let's bring our arms back down by our hips and just get your feet in a nice position right underneath your hips, hips width apart, and we'll go into some moving bridges. So we'll do this moving bridge in 4 parts. The first part, on the inhale, you're going to lift up just your hips. As you exhale, you're going to think of those adductors squeezing together, knees reaching to the front. On that next inhale, bring in your arms up and over your head, and you can open into that full bridge. As you exhale, rolling back, bone by bone, all the way back down. If you don't have a nice healthy back, you might want to just come down with a flat back. That's a little easier on the back. But if your back is fine, take this opportunity to really find all the bones of the spine as you roll your back. Inhale, rise the hips any amount. Exhale, squeeze those adductors. Inhale, open into that fuller bridge. As you exhale, see if you can find each of those bones. Inhale, reaching the hips up. Exhale, feel that belly support. Lengthen the arms up and over your head. Exhale, rolling down, bone by bone. Just resting. Once you get down there, maybe feeling the difference in your spine now that you've had that little massage. Let's roll onto one side. We're going to push ourselves up, finding our way to our table pose, hands and knees. Let's do this. Let's bring our knees further out from our hips and just go our hips side to side, just getting into those outer hips. Just sway side to side. And let's do this. We'll get a little bit more into the upper body. So we'll just sway the hips to the right, to the left, to the right, and then you're going to leave the hips to the right, and you're going to try to look back at that hip, and then sway to the left, to the right, to the left. Leave your hips to the left, and then try to look back at that hip. And a side, 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 and stay, and looking back, side. Side, side. Keep your hips over there and look back. And then you can just bring those hips underneath you. Take an exhale, press into that child's pose. Your version of child's pose. Just releasing your forehead if you can to the floor, or you can be on your hands or on a pillow or some kind of prop. Just taking a deep breath. On the next inhale, we're going to inhale to our table pose. Find that nice table. Exhale, curve into the cat. On the next inhale, you're going to open into that dog arch. And then engage the belly as you Exhale into your child's pose. Lengthen into that flat spine. Exhale, curve the spine, letting the head and neck release. Rolling the shoulders back and down, opening the heart in that dog arch. Finding a child's pose. Inhale, lengthening to table. Exhale, curve into the cat. Opening the heart in your dog. Finding a child's pose. One more time, lengthen into table. Curve into the cat. Arch into the dog. Soften into your child's pose. Let's inhale and find table again. Now here you can take some more cat and dogs if that is what your body is yearning for right now. But if you want, I will lead you into a little or a long, depending on how long or little you want to make it, downward dog. So you can tuck your toes under. As you exhale, press the hips up. You can keep a nice bent knees. You can walk the dog. And then, of course, you can do your cat and dog for a gentler practice. We haven't done anything for our hamstrings, so if you want to walk the dog and get into the calves, that might feel really good right now. So any of these versions, a still dog, a dog with deep bend in the knees, walking the dog. Whenever you're done with your down dog exploration, find your child's pose. So stay here as long as you want. And then when you're ready, soften into your child's pose. We're going to come onto our belly. And this time, let's bring our hands underneath our forehead and just rest on our hands. As you inhale, you're going to stretch that right leg so long that it's going to lift off of the ground. So inhale, lengthen that right leg. Exhale, release it back to the floor. We'll go side to side. Inhale, lengthen that left. Exhale, release. Again. Find that length. Feel the belly support. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Release on the exhale. bend your knees and just let the hips release side to side as you windshield wipe those legs. Then bring your legs back down. Now from here we're going to go into a little bit of a stronger, well, we didn't really do much of a back bend at all for that. It's just the legs. But we're going to go into a cobra. Sometimes cobra can be hard on people's backs, so you can always do a sphinx pose. Sphinx pose is the elbows right under the shoulders. Feeling that shoulders back and down. Feel the belly support. So that's going to be a little more gentler on this lower back. So that's an option. I'm going to lead you into a cobra. We'll go in and out of it. So with our cobra, we want the hands in front of the shoulders, and you want to tuck your elbows into your rib cage. Forehead to the floor. Feel the belly engage. That's what I like to think of as the first thing in a back bend. Is feel that belly engage, feel that tailbone lengthen, and then I rise up. So as you inhale, feel that belly support, rise up, find your cobra. Now you can be at any height. You can be here, 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 here. You can go all the way to wherever your back is happy. Rising up into that cobra. Exhale, softening back down, letting the shoulders release. Feel the shoulders and the elbows press down and back as you rise up. As you exhale, soften into the mat. Now I've been pressing into my hands to get a stretch and a lift. Now if you want to make it a lot stronger for the back, don't use your hands. Just totally lighten them a little bit or actually lift them off, and you won't be able to go as high, but you'll get all those back muscles working. The next time you can go up and stay for a few breaths if you would prefer to do that to challenge your strength. Feel the shoulders reaching down and back. You can feel that connection, support of the back muscles. Feel the belly engagement. Either hands off or pressed on. Either way, you decide. And then when you're complete, just release the hips again, sway the legs. Bringing the legs back down. You can press yourself into a child's pose just to reverse the stretch of our back. As you take a big breath, feel how your belly presses against your thighs and just feel that little belly massage. And let's come find a seated pose. So any way you like, make your way back to a seated pose. Just draw your attention inside. Notice if any shifts have occurred after your practice. Let's take a few sun breaths just to finish. So as you inhale, reaching the arms up, bringing them together as you exhale. Come down through the center to the heart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, reaching up. One more. Just taking a moment, acknowledging your practice. From my heart to yours, namaste. Until next time.